Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. And today we have with us in the success story session Mr. Kunal, who has cleared the SEBI Grade A in his first attempt. And he has an impressive background of giving competitive exams and clearing some of them. So let's hear more about him from him only. And first of all, congratulations, Mr. Kunal.
Thank you so much, and thanks for inviting on this channel.
Thank you so much for coming. And now, all the aspirants and me also, I will like to hear about your education background
Yeah,
and the journey you had.
Sure. So I have done my Master of Commerce from Pune University. I did my bachelor's in the year 2016, and after that I was preparing for other multiple competitive examinations, starting with the UPSC Civil Service examination. I gave CAPF examination, I gave IB-SCIO exam, and few other examinations, and I could clear CAPF as well as IB-SCIO exam in the meantime. After that, I did my MCOM in the year 2018, and I got MCOM completed by 2020. And after that, I gave this SEBI examination in current year. So this was my first attempt at this examination.
Okay, so I would like to know that how did you land in this journey of the SEBI? How did you came to know about it?
So when I was preparing for the competitive examinations, so I had no idea about such other regulatory body examination. So during the phase of preparation, when I couldn't make the desired examination, which I initially wanted, I got to learn about these opportunities, which are equivalent in terms of the pay and opportunities, but they are not well known or lesser known to the aspirants. So very late. So I started my preparation in 2016, 2017. And I came to know about this type of examination in late 2019 or early 2020s. And then the COVID happened. The few exams got postponed. For SEBI exam, I wasn't eligible as my final exam was pending for the MCOM. And when I got the information about this examination through Telegram channels, through YouTube videos, and that's how I landed over here.
Okay, so how did you get interested in this as you had the commerce background? So that was the thing that kept you motivated for the SEBI, or you were interested in SEBI particularly, or the other organizations also?
So basically, my interests were in the fields of administration, economics, finance. So naturally, the SEBI, RBI, such type of regulatory bodies give huge opportunities, and in diverse areas also. Now, they have a diverse set of operations. So naturally, SEBI got my interest due to my finance background, as well as the challenging nature of the regulations in India. So as the capital markets are into very nascent stage. So I personally feel that there will be a huge opportunity for working into this sector in coming decade or two. So that is one thing which kept me motivating for preparation of this exam.
Okay, so as you said that you are a working aspirant, right? So you were working while at the time that you were preparing also. So how did you manage both the things? Because it's like a huge trouble for the aspirants to work as well as prepare.
So basically, I got time after my office hours. On working days, I could get time for 3 to 4 hours at max. And on weekends, I could study on staged schedule. So I could get 8 to 10 hours on weekends. So that's how I managed it. And definitely my interest and my background helped me a lot. So I could, grasp the things little early, and it was comparatively easier for me to complete the syllabus at a great speed.
Okay, so it's not impossible for the working aspirants to clear it. They can if they do hard work and have the dedication and all.
Yeah, definitely. So if you plan it, so you have to identify your core area. So all those syllabus you have, so you can identify your core areas, and you can identify the areas wherein you will need more preparation. And accordingly, if you could, prepare your schedule. So no need to have a timetable. So just you have to schedule it that priority wise. So this area I need to give more effort. So I'll start with these areas, and then the areas which are core to my profile or my interest, I can complete them in a less time.
Okay. So how much time do you think you devoted for the SEBI preparation, especially for SEBI, I guess?
I started my preparation full-fledged after the notification only in the month of January, and from the January till interview date, so it was full-time SEBI. So every time, during the working hours also, whenever I used to get time, I used to run through the current affairs on my mobile phone. And that's how it was a full-time, you can say, full-fledged preparation.
Okay, so we can say dedication is the key. You have to be motivated and dedicated towards what you want to do. Okay,
Sure.
so now like coming to the like strategy. So we will be discussing the strategy in three phases. First, we will discuss about the phase one, then we will discuss about the phase two, and then we will come to the interview for the aspirants to understand the strategy better. So coming with the starting with the phase one. So did you prepare for the QRE GA section, or you just played on your strengths and you didn't devote much time to the preparation of the QRE and GA?
So basically, it was my strong point that I had a good understanding for QRE and this GA part and English as well. So QRE and GA basically. So I was good at it. And as this was a qualifying examination, so what I did was I gave 3 to 4 mock tests and I could score well above 15 all those. So I got to understand that this is my core area and I just kept giving mock test. So I did not give much time for preparation of this QRE and GA. Then I focused upon the paper two because it was the same syllabus for phase one and phase
Yeah.
two. So the cost benefit or the time benefit of that particular syllabus was more. So my focus was on paper two for both the phases.
Okay. So it was like if you are strong, if you have the strong points, and as there is the cumulative percentage that is there, cutoff that is there. So you have to just play on your strengths that is
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, now coming to the paper two, that is the main, we can say that we talk about. So starting with the first subject that was very tricky this time, that was management. Usually the syllabus is considered very easy to read, easy to understand, but the questions came very tricky. So how did you handle that? And what do you think that the paper one and the paper two, how like the phase one and the phase two, how that management part was different?
So definitely the I personally feel that in the both phases this time the questions were not direct. In the previous
Hmm.
year the questions were directly asked upon the concepts or the you can say that the definition part of it. But
Yeah.
this time it was more of a application based. So if you are conceptually clear, then only you can answer this type of questions. So for all the syllabus portion, this year's questions were definitely tricky and more application based. So you cannot just mug up the definition and choose the answer over there. So this was the difference I could sense this time.
Yeah, true. So, like, how did you prepare for the management, finance, like all the syllabus? If we talk about, so what were your sources? We can say, how did you start? Where did you start with?
So actually, as I told you before, that my background is from commerce section. So the company law, finance, and cost accounting and accounting part was like something of my strength. So I
Yeah.
just started my preparation with the management and what you can say economics. So these two, I started my preparation. I watched the YouTube videos which were freely available on your platform. Even EduTap videos helped me a lot. So I saw the videos of the previous year questions as well as the conceptual, so topic wise videos as well as previous year questions. So they both
Okay.
helped me to connect with the syllabus and what type of questions are asked. So that is one thing which can lead your preparation in the right direction. So if you know
Okay.
what type of questions are asked, then you can study according to it. So
Mm,
herein, nobody is going to ask you to
mm,
write a 10-liner or
yeah.
five-liner or that type of question. So basically, more conceptual clarity is important so that you can choose the correct answer from the given options. So for this purpose, management and economics, I watched the theoretical videos as well as the previous year questions. And for the remaining subjects like finance, I watched few videos. For company law and accounting, cost accounting, I didn't saw the theoretical or the lectures, but I went through the previous year question videos which were available. Also, I read few notes which were available online. So basically, I did not refer any reference book per se.
Yeah.
I just topic wise I used to search for videos or notes and which were comfortable for my preparation. I used to take them out and I used to refer them at a later phase for revision also.
Okay. So, like coming to the company's law, as you have already studied it, but it is very you have to mug it up. Like too much remembrance that you need, too much memory that you need. So, how did you revise that topic? How did you remember all the things that is in the company's law?
So basically, what I did was I took a printout of a bare act of company law. for the chapters which were mentioned in our the syllabus, particularly the full print of that and full print of index. And then I highlighted on the important sections of the index. So index was of like 7 to 8 pages. And I used to daily once read the index for the important sections. And that helped me to recall, because even if you do not recall the correct section, you can eliminate always. So
Okay.
that way you can solve this type of questions related to companies law.
Okay, so you have to stick with the syllabus, and after that, you have to again and again, again and again revise so that
Revise it.
it
Yeah.
sticks in your mind
Yeah.
during the exam also. Now, coming to the commerce and accounts, like there were quite a lot of numericals and tricky numericals, we can say. So, how did you manage those numericals?
So actually, when I prepared, I went through the few questions. So topic-wise questions, 1 or 2 to 3 questions of like each topics I had solved, and that helped me in the examination. So what I did, I made a note of it. So the one topic, 1 to 2 examples, 1 or 2 concepts related to that, and that's how I had compiled some notes, and that's what I use for the revision purpose.
Okay. So, as well as in costing also, did you think that the costing questions were easy, or like if if there is a fresher, if a fresher is there who is just starting the preparation and not from the commerce background, where do you think that the fresher should start? The person should
So
start.
yeah, so for these technical subjects like the costing, accountancy, for both these subjects, if a person who is from non-commerce background, so I would suggest that he or she should first watch the 11th standard or 12th standard lectures of those particular subjects for the basic understanding of the philosophy behind that concept, and then you can start with the notes or the actual high level or the deep advanced level of those particular topics, and that's how you can help your preparation. Because if you will directly start with the advanced topics or with the numericals, you will feel that you will feel demotivated, but
Mm.
that will not be the right approach. So because first you will have to give some time, so like the commerce or the finance background person can skip that, he can directly focus upon the advanced topic. But if you are a fresher, like you have to start these topics for the first time, then definitely you have to go with the basics first.
Yeah, that is the right strategy, that you have to clear your basics because the exam, as you said, is quite conceptual. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
understand the topics.
So if you do
So
not know the concept, you cannot attempt the questions. That
yeah.
is the thing.
So mugging up won't help
Will
much
not
in
work.
the
No.
other subjects other than companies law, we can say. So yeah, that is great. So we have discussed about the management and costing, companies law, finance also. Anything else like in the cumulative one? Anything else you want to say, that how the aspirant should start the preparation, follow the preparation?
So I would say that you first watch the previous year questions. So you can glance through the question paper, or nowadays the many channels have their YouTube videos on the
Yeah.
mem, because these examinations do not publish or do not give you papers. So whatever questions are available are memory based. So you
Yeah.
can refer 2 to 3 sources for the previous year questions. That will give you the understanding of what sort of questions are being asked, and not you need not only watch the previous year questions of this particular exam. You can expand the horizon. You can watch these questions of the related exams of the same difficulty level. So that will help you to refine your preparation. So what you have studied, you can also revise using the previous year questions.
Yeah. Okay, that is really nice. So you have to focus on the previous year question so that that give you a clarity that from where you have to focus more. Now coming to the which section, which concept or which subject do you find the hardest that during the preparation of the 6 subjects?
So I think management and economics were, I cannot say the hardest, but they took some more efforts, because I had not given such type of examination, having
Mm.
such syllabus earlier. So for the management and economics, definitely I had to give some extra efforts.
Okay, now coming to the economics, that was quite a change this time. Like if you see the previous year question, that like no one would have guessed that such high level of the questions will be asked, and that also like more conceptual were there. So how did you manage during the exam? Did you just leave the economics question or did you attempted them?
No, I attempted, I could attempt 75% of the economic questions. I left 2 to 3 questions, which were, I had not read about it completely. So they were quite advanced. So of the candidates who were appearing for the research stream. So they were of that difficulty level. So definitely in the competitive examinations, you have to manage it during your exam hours, because you cannot say that this is a difficult question. So if it is a difficult question, it is difficult for all. So you have to just keep it for a while. You should complete the other questions, and then if you get time, you can deliberate upon that particular tough question. You can try elimination, you can try recalling, you can try all the other techniques which are available for such type of MCQ examination. And if you are confident, if you at least come to the 50-50 probability option, so you can at least eliminate two options. And if you are left with two options, then it is better to take a chance, because the negative marking is 1/3 or 1/4. So even if it is a 50% probability of success, then it is a good probability. You can take a chance in such a highly competitive examinations, wherein your selection is determined by just few percentage point also.
Okay. Now coming to the phase 2 preparation, like you did the integrated preparation for the phase 1 and the phase 2, or you thought that first clear phase 1 and then you went more in depth in the subjects?
So as I had a ample time to prepare, so for the management and economics, I started integrated preparation from phase 1 itself. For the other subjects, I revised not much during the phase 1, as again 40% was the qualifying thing.
Yeah.
So when phase 1 was over and I was confident that I will be able to clear phase 1, I started to go into the depth of the other technical subjects as well. And the management and economics, I kept revising as well as going into the advanced concepts or the advanced questions for these during the phase 2 preparation. Also for the descriptive English, I would say I gave some time. So you can say the 20% or 30% time, total time I gave for the English preparation, because that is also no deciding factor.
Yes. So did you give any mock test for the descriptive English?
Yeah. I appeared for 4 to 5 mock tests for the descriptive English.
Okay. And like how important do you think the mock tests are?
So definitely they are important, because like descriptive English or descriptive examinations are nobody. These days people are losing that touch with the phrasing the sentences, writing in the given word limit in the given time. So in that way, we feel that we know English, so we can attempt descriptive English, but it is not that easy also. So you need to prepare well. And I would say that my experience during phase 2 was I a little panicked during the phase 1 exam. Phase 2 exam, paper 1, because I practice on my laptop. So wherein I was very thorough with the laptop. The interface was also okay. But in the actual exam, the user interface was very not that good, not that great. And even keyboard was also not very, smooth. So therein I faced some issues. And then again, you cannot just edit the whatever you are written in the middle. So you can only use backspace. So that way, I will suggest those who are preparing for the descriptive. So give, when you are seeing any essay topic or any you are writing a précis, just give 1 to 2 minutes to think. Have a clear, what we can say outline in your mind, what you want to write or what you want to type, and then only start typing. Because otherwise, it will consume a lot of time. So you start writing and then you think, no, this is not right, I have to write this. Then you have to delete entire thing. You cannot just modify in between. So that becomes very tricky.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, that is correct, that the interface is usually not very good of such kind of exams that we have heard a lot. And so you have to practice in the keyboards that are not so good, so that you become like in touch with the reality, we can say. Okay, that is really nice advice, that all the aspirants that are preparing for any of the exam, even the RBI descriptive or something, they have to be able to type in the keyboard that is not very good, or the connected with the interface that is not very comfortable. Okay, so now coming to the descriptive, how did you like descriptive English? What was your pattern? Like how did you started the descriptive English, from essay only?
Yeah. The regular flow.
Okay, so as well as like the framework, what framework did you use for the answer?
So for the essay, I had 3 paragraphs. One is introduction, then main body. I tried to cover the all the dimensions. So generally, what we use for UPSC essay, the political, economic, social, technological advancement, if any related to that topic, I tried to cover at least two sentences for each of the dimension, and then try to conclude it with a positive,
Outlook.
conclusion or a way ahead. And that's how I wrote my essay.
Okay. And like for the reading comprehension, how was it? Like it was tough
So
or?
it was not tough, but so we like for the other examinations, we could see the passage, entire passage, or at least half of the passage. But
Yeah.
in their interface, only three lines were visible, and the questions were at the bottom. So for every question, you have to go to the bottom, then again, sir. So it was very, I mean, tough. So those who are practicing comprehension also try that you read the passage once, and then you should be able to directly write the answer. Because if you take the question, or at least you read the question once and then directly read the passage once, because in such type of examinations you will not get chance that you will read one question, then you will go to the passage again, then again second question. So if you do it that way, the time will not be sufficient for you. So
Okay.
that's what happened with me also.
And like, did you write the answers in the pointers or paragraph? It's fine for the
No,
reading
no,
comprehension.
I wrote in paragraph only.
Okay. So now I think the strategy is very clear about the descriptive English, especially the typing you have to practice a lot, the interface you have to be very comfortable with. Uh, like, and now coming to the subjects, like again coming to the subjects, were you able to complete the phase two paper in time? Like, were you able to see all the questions?
For paper two, definitely. For paper one, I had to rush for the last. So the sentences part, I had to rush a lot because I wasted some time during the essay and this reading comprehension due to the interface issue, as I mentioned earlier. And that is where I found that I could have done better. But paper two, I could definitely complete the paper. I could revisit all the questions once in the last 7-8 minutes.
Okay, that is nice. So, like, but the numericals were there. The like in the commerce and accountancy, they were tricky numericals. The management
Yeah.
part was also very tricky. So, like, did you not find that very hard, or you thought that if you have the enough level of the preparation, you could do it easily?
I could do two numericals very easily. Another which were difficult, so I skipped them initially. So when I finished my paper, complete paper, I got time. So I tried to scribble, try to find some shortcut or some answer, and that way I could get answer of another one, and one I think I left,
Okay, yeah. So
or
if
I marked wrong answer like
okay,
that.
yeah. So the easy ones you should do before, like firsthand, and then after that, if you find any other question that you want to try, the hard ones you should leave for the
Yeah, so
last.
basically, whenever you read a question, you get a sense that yeah, this topic I have comfortably read. I am confident I can solve this, and you can also understand the steps involved in getting the answer for such questions. So if you think that it is a 30 or 45 seconds question, then attempt it immediately. If you think it is a lengthy or you are not fully confident, then I would suggest don't waste time initially. Just mark it for review and then go to the next question, and at the end you can, if you have time left, you can definitely attempt them, because it should not happen that for one question you are leaving 3 to 4 questions, so that is not going to help you.
Yeah, true. So now coming to the last section, that is the interview part. So how was the panel? Like it was cordial or it was like grilling? So many
So
technical questions.
no, so it was quite cordial. So they started my interview with a very quite technical question, but then I could answer that question, and I felt that yeah, there were cross questioning to, you can say, 3 to 4 levels. So for every answer there will be counter. So this way, at least 3 to 4 times they were asking the counter questions to get a deeper understanding of the knowledge of that particular topic, and they were very cordial with me. I found them not grilling, but yeah, definitely they were more inquisitive.
Okay. And how many members were there in the panel?
So there were 4 members, one chairman and 3 members. One lady member was there, and one person from the RBI.
Okay. What was the first question, if you can remember?
So they asked me about the proxy advisory firms. So they
Okay.
asked me what is the proxy advisory firms.
Okay, so starting with the technical. Usually
Technically, yeah.
usually the interview starts with the HR round, I guess.
So I had this thing in mind. So I'll go there. They'll ask me, introduce yourself or tell me about yourself. So in the meantime, I was sitting waiting for my interview. I was just running through my mind. Yeah, I will say this, say that, say. Then I went inside. I just settled down, and they started with the first question. Yeah, tell me this. So I was like little bit shocked for a few seconds, but then I gathered myself, and I tried to answer that question, and then the interview was on.
Okay. So any HR questions that you remember?
Yeah. They asked me one thing. So they were reading my PIF, and then as I told you that I had gap between my bachelor's and master's. So
Hmm.
then they asked me, you there is some we see there is some issue with your PIF, your educational, your career. We are not able to understand. You are doing masters, you are doing jobs. So how you are doing it? So that's how they tried to puzzle me out. So I kept calm and I explained that I took admission for the masters and I was preparing for masters. I was preparing for other exam, and then I got a job opportunity. And for subsistence, I had to take a job, and I joined my job. And then they were like, the next question was like, so you prepared while working? So they told me that then from this we infer that either you do not have workload or you don't have work at your workplace or you are not doing justice to your job. So I explained them that what is the how I studied, and then such type of question. They asked me about the family background. They asked me why I want to join SEBI. What are the objectives of SEBI? Then again they went on technical. Then in the end they asked me that which department you will like to work for. And then again few technical questions, and that's how interview lasted for barely 15 minutes. So it was
Okay.
a very long interview.
And did you take any mock interview before going for the final one?
Yeah, I took a couple of mock interviews and I, discussed my PIF with couple of my seniors at my workplace and known people.
Okay. And did you take any interview with the EduTap also?
Yeah. I gave my first mock interview at EduTap.
And how did it help you? Was it helpful?
Yeah, it was helpful. So one senior person from RBI was there in the panel, and one person from other regulatory body, NABARD, I guess. Yeah. So both the senior sirs asked diverse set of questions. They also asked me the HR type questions wherein I fumbled a bit or I gave some unexpected answers to them. So they guided me that such type of things shouldn't be said in this way. You can say it the other way. So that's how it helped me because I gave the EduTap interview in the very early. So when the results were out, the phase two result was out. So in a week or 7 8 days only, I gave the EduTap interview. So I wasn't prepared. So I gave interview without any preparation, and that's how. So whatever inputs I got from them, I try to work upon it, and that's how I refined my preparation for the further mock interviews and then the final interview.
Okay, that is really nice to hear. And now I think we will be ending this session soon. And any last message, any message for the aspirants that will help them?
So my personal opinion about the competitive examination is that you have to consistently prepare with perseverance. So it might happen that you will get success, sooner or later, but if you are determined for it, definitely you will get it. If you not get the desired one, so don't be disheartened. Try to find these similar opportunities which you can, capitalize on later stage if you wish. So that's how. So keep your preparation, keep your morale high, and if the one opportunity you miss, definitely there is another opportunity waiting for you. You have to just, give efforts rather than, wasting time that I couldn't make this. You should focus on what else I can do. So that will definitely help you to get a better outcome.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Kunal. And it was really a great interview. So many insights we have got from you, as well as the aspirants also. I hope that they have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. I will be ending this session now. Thank you,
Sure.
Kunal.
Most welcome. Best wishes for all the aspirants.
Yeah. Thank you, Kunal, for